Okay, so here's the new ride. My last Triumph on the channel was a 2017 Bonneville T100. This is a 2020 Triumph Speed Twin 1200. And this thing is quick. It's very fast. You can definitely feel the difference in the tune between the T100 high torque engine, and it's obviously a 900, so not as powerful or as much horsepower, but it just rides different, or it just revs different, feels different. This one's got the high performance tune on it. It's the 1200 HP. Yeah, I just picked this up. It's a 2020, obviously used, has about 3,300 miles on it. And there were a few things done to it before I bought it. One was it has these Tech reservoir shocks in the back. I don't love them, I'll be honest. I think I need to adjust them maybe. They seem a little bit stiff for my liking. So that is one thing. Whoever had it before did also put frame sliders, which they look pretty cool actually. They seem pretty nice. They're Puig high-tech parts frame sliders. I think you can get these at Revzilla and Cycle Gear and a few other places. It did already have the front fork brace, which is pretty cool. It's pretty expensive accessory there, so that's pretty nice. And then I think they also did do the Tech Bike Parts front springs as well. Again, kind of stiff for my liking, so I may go back to the original setup. I'm not quite sure. But I did add the Triumph tinted summer screen here. That was from my old T100. I actually did just buy the new fly screen mounting kit for the Thruxton. So the one for the Thruxton 1200 works on the Speed Twin 1200. A lot of those Thruxton 1200 parts will work on the Speed Twin. I did add the knee pads. Was really debating where to place those, but I don't know, I really like it in the center of that indentation. I think the best. So I've noticed some people, they put them kind of far back and it kind of looks funny. I also added this kind of tank protector there, a little phone mount, which was also from my T100. This one I just got off Amazon. It was pretty cheap and it seems like a pretty popular one. Works well enough. I may upgrade that later to like a quad lock or something like that. Yeah, as far as upgrades, that's about it. I think the previous owner did remove some of the rear reflectors and whatnot to clean up the back a little bit, and so that looks pretty good. But yeah, overall awesome bike. Like, I feel like it just suits me really well. It's got plenty of power. It's got a soul. it just has that good combination and mix between retro and modern. I love the lines on it. It doesn't look as retro as a, typical Bonneville, which, depending on your preference, I think can be a good thing. I do like the, full-on retro look of the Bonneville. It's classic and everything, but I don't know, I really dig a little bit more of the modern look with this bike. The bar and mirrors, obviously those come stock, and I think they look great. I mean, I don't even really see a need to upgrade those. One thing I would like to do is to add heated grips for some winter riding when it does get kind of cold, even here in Arizona. So, and then also unfortunately there's not a cruise control option. OEM Triumph cruise control plug and play sort of option on these bikes. But you can add, kind of a little kit here on the end to get the cruise control. I'm spacing on what those are called, but I think a lot of what's out there and some of those options. But yeah, overall, really, really great bike. I think these will become especially this tank. This is my favorite tank of the Speed Twin. Just the hand painted lines and stripes, like it just looks so classic. I'm not a huge fan of some of the newer colors and how the tank looks. I think they're a little bit boring if you ask me, but these tanks, like especially in the red, I was just such a sucker for the Karosi red. It just looks fantastic on this bike. So I think these will become somewhat collectible in my opinion, you know, in this color scheme and in this tank scheme. So was super excited to pick this one up. Loving it so far. Can't wait to get into it and do a few upgrades. Like I said, adding the heated grips. I do want to maybe even replace these Tech Bike Parts shocks with maybe some Öhlins, like from a Thruxton. I think that'd be kind of cool, especially with the, you know, that brass or gold colored reservoir on the back would be kind of sweet. I do kind of like the idea of replacing the seat with the quilted seat, just for looks, honestly. Like this seat is perfectly fine. It's comfortable enough. I think it even looks pretty good. But I'm a sucker for that quilted diamond stitch, so I think that would be a nice aesthetic improvement. But yeah, overall great bike. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. Please do like and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to start trying to post more videos of Triumph specific stuff. And if there's anything else you want to see on the bike or have any questions or anything like that, please, you know, just let me know, hit me up, and I'll do my best to respond. But thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.